Hi, welcome to my channel, Lux to O. And today I wanted to share with you a fragrance that I recently received, and this was sent to me by Tomavicci, so kind, wonderful company, great customer service, and their products are absolutely fabulous. Their fragrances are made with a very high quality ingredients and also a high concentration of fragrance oils, which translates to it lasting quite a long time. I got my nose on it and it is just a wow to me. Join me for this first impression of this very intriguing fragrance. Let us dive into those initial notes, the overall vibe, and whether it lives up to the hype. Is this your next scent obsession? Let's find out. I think it easily can be for me. Do you want to know what gourmand scented luxury is all about? Well, it exists in this 10 ml travel size of Xanat, I think that's how you say it, or Xanat, from Tomavicci. This was created, as many are of their fragrances, by master perfumer Christian Provenzano. This is a tribute to vanilla at its finest. But wait, that's not all. Xanat's opening absolutely tantalizes our palate as well as our olfactory system. No, you can't eat it or drink this creation, but if you could, it could possibly satiate all of your needs for a sweet gourmand scent. The notes in the top are black sugar and dark chocolate. Black sugar is when you take sugar and torch it to caramelize the sprinkled sugar atop a custard, for example, or a creme brulee. It becomes bolder and warmer. That head-snapping quality we seek in perfectly bruleed desserts. I could stop there and I would be happy, but the hazy, sweet dream continues. A heart that is filled with vanilla absolute and coffee, just in time to wake you up and prepare you for the dry down, which is tonka absolute and the lasting power of benzoin and a very sexy musk. I find the opening as tempting to experience as an expertly created creme brulee and a vanilla latte. We are enjoying after dinner, sitting by the fireplace on a cool fall evening. At least that's what I'm picturing in my mind, and that sounds like heaven, a gourmand sweet heaven to me. The music in the background may be Ella Fitzgerald singing Moonlight in Vermont. Just as she hits all those notes right, so does Tomavicci. The way she can croon a tune and carry a note for the perfect amount of time, so does Tomavicci's Xanat, in my opinion. This does remind you of Mesa Mataha Escapade Gourmand, but I am glad that I did not buy that fragrance. Very similar to this one. There are only 3 to 4 gourmand spaces left in my collection for those carefully curated gourmands, and this is fit very nicely into that space. There is always room for another gourmand in my collection, even though I'm saying there's only room for 3 to 4. But I like to be patient, or maybe we can call it obsessed, with the collection of the right one for me and for my nose. This is not going to be for you if you do not like sweet gourmands. It's not going to be for you if you don't like Escapade Gourmand by Mesa Mataha. You may find that it isn't for you. I always say try it before you buy, and you can buy a 10 ml decant of this for $45 from the Tomavicci website, which is very nice and gives you scent selections both in travel form, and I do not believe they have a 2 ml in this yet, but I bet that they will soon. This will get you ready for the fall when you have a chance to sample it, get your nose on it, and then decide, is this going to be a new gourmand to add to your collection for the fall and winter. I think it is certainly a beautiful gourmand fragrance. But this is something that I don't think is good necessarily for the spring or summer, and I don't think it's meant for that unless that's just a scent profile you like, even in the warmer weather. I feel that in the South, when it's hitting 100 degrees, I'm not going to be drawn to a gourmand fragrance, no matter how good it is. And that's okay. Tomavicci has many other fragrances that are sure to delight you. I have a house review, and they do have some delightful fragrances. And this week I have been wearing Ange Noir, and one that is really beautiful, which is Imperium, which is much like Perfumes de Marly, but not that sharp note to my nose, and I definitely have a full bottle of that fragrance, as well as Ange Noir 2 and Opulenta Oud. Okay, maybe I'm obsessed with the house and not just gourmands. This 10 ml decant is one that was generously sent to me by Tomavicci. The others I have, and I have all of their fragrances except for the brand new one coming out. But the longevity of their fragrances is eternal on me, and it has excellent projection. I would suggest trying the fragrance in the season you feel it's best for given the notes. For example, last summer, 2024, I purchased Opulenta Oud by Tomavicci, and I thought I hated it. It was so strong, heavy, but then again I realized it was the heat I hated when it combined with those heavier fragrance notes. When I tried it again in November, I think it could easily be one of the smoothest oud I have ever smelled, and that is a love of a fragrance for me, and that's Opulenta Oud. But we are on the subject of Tomavicci Xanat. If you decide to give the 10 ml of Xanat a try, just be prepared to find it heavy for right now in the summer, and let it sit for a few months. And when the weather is a bit cooler, or if you're planning a cruise to Alaska, perhaps the temps will allow you to wear it there, where I have visited, and I call it wild paradise. Tomavicci's new gourmand is going to be arriving soon. It isn't available at this time, but when it is, I would definitely be doing a dedicated review on it as well. And their new fragrance is called, I hope I say this correctly, Gâteau à l'ananas? I have no idea. I hope I didn't butcher that too much. I'll put the spelling of the name up of the new fragrance, so forgive me for my pronunciation. The master perfumer on that fragrance is Chris Maurice. My budget isn't going to allow me to purchase the newest fragrance coming out by Chris Maurice. Tomavicci is the company, at the current pre-order price of $212.50, but I cannot wait until there is a 10 ml travel size. Let's just say it is inspired by the decadence of fresh pastry while enjoying the experience of indulging in a tropical dessert. Now, how could that not be a perfect scent for this time of year and for gourmand lovers in the spring and summer? A few of the notes, let me just quickly mention, in that brand new one is pineapple, yes, that's pineapple, cake, rum with cinnamon, coconut, nut, vanilla, and other notes to create another sure-to-be addictive winner of a perfume from Tomavicci. When I do have that one, I will share it with you, my fabulous fragrance friends. Please like, share, and subscribe. There is never a cost for subscribing. It does not put you on any list to receive content you do not want. And I absolutely love interacting with you guys in the comments and finding out what fragrances you are enjoying so far in 2025 and what purchases you plan on making. But I would encourage you to go ahead and give Tomavicci a try. I would say try any of their fragrances, and you can find many of them in the 2 ml, also in a set of their 2 ml samples, and also in a 10 ml, beautifully presented in this box that you simply slide out, and you will find it tucked in there quite nicely. This would make a wonderful gift for someone special on your list. I hope my son's watching this. This would be a wonderful gift for someone on your list. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video, my fragrance friends. Goodbye.